Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Allie and welcome to the top comment where I read and react to insane internet chaos in the form of Reddit stories. So if you like this type of content, please don't forget to subscribe. It is totally free and it would mean so much to me. Hello again everybody. Sorry I've been kind of MIA. My computer is not doing very good. She's old and she's kind of dusty at this rate, not to like insult her as she's sitting next to me, but I taught myself like how to do all of this podcasting stuff. I figured out like what equipment I needed. I taught myself how to record and edit, like the whole 9 yards, right? Minor oversight was doing long form content with a computer that only has like 120 gigabytes of storage. If you know, you know, but if you don't know, it doesn't work very well. So my computer is at max capacity, which means that I am having a really hard time editing and getting like 3 episodes done per week. So for the time being, we're just going to be seeing each other on Sundays. I don't plan on it being forever though. I do like putting out a lot of content for you guys. And I just think that Sundays are a good day. Like comment below, what day would you rather have the show? Because I'm trying to figure it out based on like my little analytics that YouTube shows. Sunday seems like it could be a good day. Yeah. If you guys are into Sunday, comment below. If not, tell me what you'd rather me do, and I'm happy to do it. But as of right now, this episode's going to come out on Sunday, and they're going to continue like that for a while, at least until Black Friday, when I can like go and get a new laptop and not totally break bank, because I'm just a girl at the end of the day. So I love you guys. Thank you for being here with me. We are going to jump right back on into it today. And today we are going to be talking about some classic family chaos. So let's get into it. Oh my gosh, before we get into it, you guys have to see this phone case that I have because I feel like it is very relevant to today's story. It says chill pills. Look, it's a pill bottle. It's so cute. And that's just your daily reminder to take your daily chill pill along with those birth control pills. Okay, bestie? Alrighty, guys. Story number 1 is coming from AITAH, and it says, "Am I the a-hole for making my dad face the consequences of cheating on my mom with his wife by telling her and his family?" Immediately, right off the bat, it sounds like play stupid games, win stupid prizes, but we'll see. "My parents got divorced when I, a 17-year-old male, was 5. It was all kinds of awful because my dad acted like my mom was the worst person he knew and kept that energy even after he remarried and had other kids, and he and my mom hardly ever spoke. Most of the stuff he said either wasn't true and he contradicted himself or was all lies, like how she went back to work after having me instead of being a stay-at-home mom and how awful that was, or how she had the nerve to plan date nights when he was busy. I already hate him. Almost 3 years after my parents divorced, my dad remarried to his wife, Anya, and they had 3 kids together. I hated the way my dad talked about my mom. I hated that Anya was also so quick to tell me I shouldn't be so quick to defend my mom. But they were good to me in a way, I guess. Not the best and not the worst either kind of deal, you know? Then a few months ago, my dad got drunk at his wife's birthday party and he told me he and Anya had dated for way longer than anyone realized, and he was cheating on my mom for 2 years, and he got away with it because nobody found out. I hate him. Did I mention that yet? He admitted he left my mom for Anya and that he hated my mom for almost finding out about Anya by planning date nights and other stuff when he just wanted to be with Anya. He even admitted they laughed behind my mom's back and how proud he was in never getting caught. Oh my God. If you're unhappy, just leave. There's no excuse for cheating. Just leave. You don't have to be with that person. You can get divorced. You can say, hey, it's not working, but you don't have to cheat. There's nothing in this world in relationships that hurts as bad as like being cheated on. Speaking from experience here, I was pissed. And when my dad sobered up, I confronted him and Anya, and they told me I couldn't tell anyone, and dad was freaking out because he hadn't meant to tell me. But I didn't listen and I told my mom because after all those years of him making up shit about her, I figured she deserved to at least know the truth. She was hurt and I hated doing that to her, but she told me she was glad she finally knew and would stop trying to stay civil for my sake after all that. She said she wouldn't be outright hostile and I told her she could be as hostile as she liked and that was her decision. I said I hated him for what he did after all those years of talking about her like she was trash. She admitted she wished she could have gotten enough proof for a custody judge to take seriously when I was younger. Oh my God. I would go full scorched earth. At least now she has that closure. I feel like if you don't have that closure, it is very hard to fully move on. But once you know, you can't unknow. It almost makes things like easier. Like it's painful to like rip the bandage off, right? But it does make things easier in the long run. At least in my experience, it has for sure. But I didn't just tell my mom. I also told my dad's whole family about it. I figured they should know that they were supporting a cheater because they told me to stay out of what he said about my mom, that he was faithful and that mattered more. When oh, being so faithful matters so much. You can be a piece of shit as long as you're faithful, right? That's exactly the energy that's giving right now. When I told them, it took a while for them to believe, but eventually they did. And they told dad he was disgusting and immoral and how God would never forgive him. Okay, well, that's where this is going. They also stopped having anything to do with him and the kids. They no longer considered them legitimate grandkids. Okay, now your grandparents are off their rockers too. Hate that. Hate the toxic Christianity thing. That was when my dad became super pissed off at me and he said I was evil and spiteful to destroy everyone's life like that. Around and find out, buddy. Like, you played the game. I'm sure he was just sitting there wanting to get it off of his chest too. Like if he got that drunk and immediately told somebody, like, you're a dumbass. You're dumb. Sorry. Prison. Straight to prison. I asked him what he would call himself after talking shit about my mom for 12 years when he was the one who did her dirty. He said he never ruined the lives of innocent kids who were getting grown people problems taken out on them. I said he actually did when he badmouthed my mom to me and put me in a bad place like that all those years. Anya said that it was so small compared to what their kids would go through because it was clear I was done with all of them as family and they meant the kids would lose so much more. Boo-hoo. Think about this before you bring them into this world. I went no contact with them because at that point I can't block him until I turn 18 because it says so in the custody order. And since I blocked Anya, they use my dad's phone all the time to shame me for making my dad face the consequences of what he did. They blame me for their kids being collateral damage in it all. So am I the a-hole? A big resounding no. You are not the asshole. Your dad chose this for himself. If he didn't tell you the truth, it was going to come out some other way. That shit cannot stay hidden forever. It always comes out in some way, shape, or form, whether it's 10 years from now or 50. It's gonna come out. And he f***ed around and he found out. So hell no, you're not the asshole. You actually sound like a really mature, emotionally intelligent little 17-year-old. And I can appreciate that for the future of society. In a day and age where so many kids are just dumber than rocks now, like little iPad kids, you know, you actually sound like you have your head screwed on straight. And I can really appreciate that. So no, I don't think you're the a-hole. I think your family sucks. I think you gave a pretty good picture of them when you painted them as like the fire and brimstone Christians who, oh, this is a sin and you're going to hell for ruining these kids' lives. You didn't ruin their lives. You didn't bring them into this world. You did not have the affair. You got dragged through the mud for 12 years. Is that what you said? For 12 years with your dad talking shit about your mom? That's inappropriate. He shouldn't be talking like that about your mom, especially to you who was a child at the time. I think not. No, these people suck. Let's go ahead and see what the commenters have to say. The top comment on this one says, not the a-hole. He is the embodiment of FAFO. What the hell does that mean? FAFO? What is that? I should look that up. What is FAFO? Oh, it's an acronym for f*** around, find out. That's pretty funny. He absolutely embodies that to a T. Oh my God. How can you be so dumb? He's literally just taking it out on you for the sake of taking it out on you. I'm sorry. I didn't even read this entire comment. Not the a-hole. He is the embodiment of f*** around, find out. He's just mad because he got away with it for so long and now can't hide behind his lies anymore. Preach. Facts. Straight facts. He can't hide behind his lie. Oh, I'm so smug because I got away with cheating on my wife. You sound like a loser, my guy. Your dad sounds like a loser. I'm very sorry that you ended up with him as your father. Your mom seems really lucky to have you, and you seem like you care about her a lot, which is like, that's so good. You're a good little kid. You're going to grow up to be a good person, and that's what matters more than anything in the entire world. And we know that you're not going to be a cheater because you've seen the effects of it firsthand for so long. So your dad sucks and your stepmom sucks, and you're still not the a-hole. Someone responds to this comment, says, literally, he was so smug about it too. I could just imagine him walking around feeling so smug all the time, and not just when he was drunk at that time. I am so sure this man goes and brags to his colleagues about it. Like, this is midlife crisis mobile on steroids. Like, this was just a classic case of loose link. What is it? Oh, I'm gonna get this messed up. Loose lips sink ships. And he just sunk his own ship, and then he wants to blame you. And of course he's gonna blame you, honey. He's probably gonna blame you for a long time, and you just have to make peace with that and know the type of person that he is, and clearly you already do. So I think you did the right thing. I really do. I would want to know. If somebody is cheating on me, I absolutely want to know. I don't want to go years down the road and get divorced and then all of a sudden find out that they were cheating the entire time. I feel like that's worse. I would rather just rip the Band-Aid off. Rip it. Just, don't leave me hanging. Don't leave me in the dust. I cannot even fathom. Ever. The last comment says, good for you. Your dad is not ashamed or sorry at all of his actions or words. Cheating, lying, talking bad about your mom to you, talking shit about your mom with his wife and your mom, etc. He is pissed because now everyone knows how he acted and what he said. His new wife is no prize either, as she certainly played a part in the cheating, lying, and talking shit. The actions of these two made their children collateral damage in the fallout, not you. The audacity and stupidity of them blaming anyone but themselves is mind-boggling. The asshole award goes to your dad and his wife, not you. Obviously the verdict on this one was not the a-hole. Reddit says you're not the a-hole. I say you're not the a-hole, and my opinion matters more. So not the a-hole. Moving right along. This next one we're going to jump into comes from AITAH, and it says, am I the a-hole for not allowing my daughter to wear her late mom's wedding dress even though I let my other daughters wear it? I will try to be as clear as possible. I have 4 kids. This is about my middle child, Abby. Fake name, obviously. Abby was an addict. She went off to college and came back in the first semester an addict. Soon after, she dropped out of college and got much worse. My late wife and I tried to get her into rehab, but she would just run away the first day. Her relationship with the rest of the family deteriorated very quickly. She was soon kicked out of our homes permanently when she was 20. My wife got cancer, and we stopped giving money altogether to Abby because it needed to go to the treatment. Abby broke into our home and ransacked it. This included heirloom pieces that were passed down from my wife's mother. She also left our doors open, and our 2 cats escaped. We never found them. Oh, that's so heartbreaking. This broke my wife, and she started going downhill after that. My wife made it clear that Abby had gotten her inheritance already and that she wants nothing else to do with her. She was very clear to not allow her to have anything else or borrow anything. My wife passed, and Abby didn't even come to the funeral. Abby is now 26 and has been clean for a year. She's planning on getting married next year. She called me and asked if she could use mom's wedding dress, and I told her no. Oh my God, the entitlement. This started an argument about how it's unfair because my oldest daughter did wear it last year. Abby was not invited to that wedding. She claims it's unfair and that she was her mother too. I informed her that she already got many things from her mother and pawned them off for money. I need an outside opinion. I cannot go to my family because everyone has strong opinions about Abby. Oh my God, Abby needs to get her life together. I understand that addiction is a disease, and I'm really glad that she's gotten herself clean, but she needs to accept that this is the consequence of her action when she was in active addiction, because it comes with consequences. It really does. You are not going to get off scot-free. You're just not. You're going to have to do your time in rehab, and I can't even imagine the level of making it up to the family would just be, oh my God. I'm so sorry for you right now. I feel really bad for you because this is such a sensitive thing. But I also feel like you're not the a-hole, and you're doing the right thing by not letting her borrow that, because then you're just disrespecting what your late wife wanted. It's not your fault that Abby decided to, oh my God, she just has fucked up so badly. She's done so many horrible things by ransacking your place. Oh my God, letting your cats out. If anybody lost my dogs, I would never forgive them again. I don't care if they get clean and sober. I don't care if they are the founder of World Peace. I could not care less. If you harm my animals, you are dead to me. And I think that it could have really pushed your wife over the edge, having her cats be gone and going through treatment and just taking one blow after the next. And I'm so sorry for your loss. I mean, I imagine that's really terrible and really hard. I don't think you're the a-hole whatsoever. I think that Abby needs to understand that this is a consequence she's going to have to live with. Like, not only is she not going to get to wear her mom's dress, but she's also not going to have her mom at her wedding. And you never know, maybe her sisters don't want to go to her wedding either. You can only f up and do so much damage to people before they just break, and you can't come back all entitled and say, well, she was my mom too. Yeah, she was, but did you treat her like that? No, you didn't, especially in those last years when she was dying. And then by her not going to the funeral, that's like a really sore spot. That really sucks. But no, I don't think you're the a-hole. You're not the a-hole whatsoever. You're just respecting your late wife's wishes. And I think that matters more than what your daughter wants. She made her choices, and unfortunately she got sucked into a life of addiction. Now that she's clean, she needs to realize that, you know, she doesn't get to wear the dress. Sorry, she doesn't. She has her inheritance. She stole the heirlooms from you guys. She lost your cats. She treated you like shit. So no, she doesn't deserve it at all whatsoever. And I applaud you for standing your ground, because I imagine that's really hard when it's your kid that you've also seen struggle a lot. But what are you going to do? The top comment here says, tell her exactly what her mom said about her not wanting to have or borrow any more things. Tell her that sobriety includes making amends and facing and accepting consequences from her past actions. Be very clear that you will follow your wife's wishes precisely, that you are glad she's clean and you hope she continues with her sobriety, and that you will not shield her from the consequences of her past actions. I could not have said that better myself. That is beautifully written. That is the perfect response. That's the only response you can give. And if she is not going to accept that, you need to just ignore her. You can talk about anything else. Don't talk about the dress anymore if it's not going to get through her head. Someone else says, also, please hide the dress. Keep it somewhere safe and far away from your house, OP. If she ransacked once, she might do it again. You never know what she might stoop down to. And sorry for your loss. Stay strong. That is great advice. You really should consider hiding the dress, or give it to one of your other kids who can keep it at their house, or get a storage locker. Or can't you like store stuff at dry cleaners, or is that just like such an outdated thing? I don't know. I think you should find a spot for it though. I think that's some really, really solid advice. Someone else says, not the a-hole. What has she done to earn back any form of trust? Yes, she's sober, but sobriety does not mean your relationship goes back to how it was. She robbed you straight up, stole several items with huge sentimental value from her own mother. Why trust her with one of the few things you have left to share with one of her siblings? Don't let her have the dress. I doubt she would do anything to it, as I don't believe her to be evil, but it is just the principle. She doesn't deserve to wear anything of such importance from your family. Very true. You could not be more right, my dear. So you're not the a-hole. I'm sure at some point Reddit will dub you not the a-hole either. But like I said earlier, my opinion matters more because this is my channel and I don't think you're an a-hole. I think you're going through something very challenging and you should be really proud of yourself for the way you're handling this. The next one we're going to read also comes from AITAH, and it says, am I the a-hole for announcing my sister's pregnancy after finding out that my boyfriend, now ex, is the father? Oh my God. Oh my God! Ah! Taylor Swift is engaged! Taylor Swift is fucking engaged, you guys! Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are getting married! Ah! Yay! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God, I'm gonna seem like I'm so late to the game because this is going up on Sunday, but I'm literally, as I'm recording this, she posted the pictures! Ah! Yay! Oh! Oh my God! Oh, they look so happy. Oh, have you guys seen this? Oh, please tell me you guys are seeing this right now. Oh! Oh! Oh my God! Oh my God, Taylor Swift is engaged, you guys! Our girl is fucking engaged! Look! Oh, shit! Oh my God, I'm so sorry to interrupt this episode, but this is literally like the best day ever, you guys. I have been a Swiftie since Debut came out, okay? Debut was the first CD I ever owned. I had like a red CD player and I got a Taylor Swift CD for Christmas one year. I actually still have the OG CD at my parents' house back in Indianapolis. This is fucking huge. I literally can't breathe. I gotta take a breath. Woo! You guys! Our girl is engaged! Yes! Oh, I'm so excited! The parasocial relationship that Swifties have with Taylor is like nuts, okay? I literally feel like my best friend just got engaged right now. I'm about ready to cry right now. I am so happy for her. Man, you know what? Travis Kelce, you're a fucking winner, my guy. You guys make me believe in true love. They make me believe in true love. They're so good together. This is happening in real time for me right now. These pictures are amazing. Oh my God. Yes. Oh, it's in the gardens of her mind. My baby. Our girl's getting married. Ooh, ooh. And we get a new album. And she bought her master's back this year. 2025 is a great year to be a Swiftie. Fellow Swifties, tap in the comments below. Give me the glitter emoji. This is so exciting. All right, let me fix myself back up here after all the excitement. And we're going to get right back into our last story. Thank you for bearing with me. I love Taylor Allison Swift. This is the best day of my life. Anyways. Am I the a-hole for announcing my sister's pregnancy after finding out my boyfriend, now ex, is the father? Good Lord. I, a 19-year-old female, was with my ex-boyfriend, a 19-year-old male, until a couple of weeks ago when I found out that he got my sister, an 18-year-old female, pregnant. I overheard them talking about it, and my sister was freaking out over it because she knew I would be so done with her if I found out, and my ex did not care. So I held it all in and waited until we were all with our family and announced the news there to everyone. My boyfriend ran out once he realized I was going to break up with him, and my sister freaked out and broke down and started begging me not to hate her and saying that she made a mistake and she would abort the pregnancy and we could go back to the way we were. Girlfriend, I think it's a little too late for that. I think it's a little too late to pull the I'm sorry card. You're not sorry. You shouldn't have done it. Don't somebody else's man. She had been living with me since April because our parents were not getting along. We were supposed to be moving somewhere bigger in a few weeks, and I told her that was not happening anymore, and since that day I've been staying at my friend's place. Now she can't afford to live in the apartment without me, and I refuse to live with her again or even have a relationship with her, and my parents won't let her move back in either. My ex is gone and he's refusing to have anything to do with the mess he is equally responsible for, and so she is on her own. She was trying to make amends so we'd be back to normal, but I didn't even acknowledge her attempts. I'm not sure where she's staying now, but one of our aunts told me I was disgusting to do that to someone as young as her, and I've ruined her life. I think she ruined her own life by your boyfriend and getting pregnant at 18, but maybe that's just a hot take. I told my aunt to pick up the pieces and leave me alone because I don't care anymore. I said she had it coming when she started sleeping with my ex. My aunt said letting a guy come between us was nasty business, and she asked me if I could live with myself if she ends up having the baby and they end up on the streets. I told her it has nothing to do with me. So am I the a-hole? Hell no. Your sister sucks, dude. I don't care if she's 18. She literally slept with your boyfriend, got pregnant, was not honest with you about it. You had to find out on your own, and now is begging for forgiveness and saying all these crazy things to try and get you to like sympathize with her. Because you know, if she aborts the baby, one, that's not your choice. That's her choice entirely, 100%. Nobody else is swaying that choice, right? She's trying to like pin that on you because then if you said like, okay, I'll do it, then you look like the bitch for saying, yeah, have an abortion. So no, you're not the a-hole. Stay far away from her. Do not talk to her anymore. You guys are done. And I'm sorry it's your sister, man. But like I say on this channel, family is who you're born with. But after a certain point in life, it is who you choose to keep around. And if you don't want to choose to keep her around, you're under no obligation to. You're not a bad person. If she ends up on the streets, oh well. She should have thought about that before she got pregnant with your boyfriend. I mean, there's 8 billion people on the earth. Why do we need to steal somebody from somebody else and go and wreck our lives like this, you know? And also, your ex sucks too. For him dipping out on her like that, not cool. But, you know, she can go after him for child support. I don't know what else to say. I mean, she really dug her own grave here. He dug his own grave. And unfortunately, in them digging their own graves, they simultaneously dug yours too. But you are climbing your way out of it. You're smart to stay with a friend. You're smart to not live with her and have anything to do with this at all. You are so young, baby girl. You are 19 years old. You are young. You are a literal baby in and of itself. Don't be involved in this. Don't ruin your life. Just walk away like you're doing and be done. And that's okay. I'll be your family. I'll be your big sister. I got you. I'll give you all the good advice because this is so sucky and so horrible. And I'm so sorry for you. I don't really feel sorry for your sister. I mean, not having a place to live is like, yeah, that really sucks. But whose fault is that? Hers. You guys are going to come for me and be like, you're being too harsh. Lighten up. No, I'm not going to lighten up. No, cheating sucks. Being cheated on sucks. It makes you devalue and degrade yourself. It literally makes you look at yourself differently. Like, what did I do? What could I have done to prevent this? And there's nothing you could have done. It's not you. It's the other person. He could have just broken up with you and said, yo, I'm feeling your sister. And then, okay, go f your sister then. Break up first. Don't cheat. Ugh, men, women, people, humans. I hope I come back as a dog someday. The top comment says, I don't think people realize how brutal it is to be cheated on, especially with a sibling. She ruined her own life the second she decided to sleep with your boyfriend and try to hide it. She knew exactly what she was doing and chose to gamble with your trust. You don't owe her a roof, forgiveness, or a relationship. Preach! That is the top comment for a reason. You don't owe her anything, baby girl. You don't owe her a single thing. You owe it to yourself to pick yourself up by the bootstraps and go and live your best life far away from these crazy people. Far away from. Because what if your ex comes back? Like, what if he wants to come back into the picture and then your sister's like, oh, but I'm living with you and he wants to live with us too. No, get out of there. You are so smart. You got your head screwed on straight and you will be just fine. OP actually responds to this comment and says, people really don't get it as much as they should. Anyone with siblings should put themselves in the shoes of the person cheated on and see if they'd still love and care about the sibling. Yeah. Put yourself in somebody else's shoes. Walk a mile in their shoes and then see how you'd feel. You know, you're just lucky that you didn't marry this person because going through divorce sucks. It is not a fun time. It's miserable and it's draining and it like weighs on you a lot. So count your blessings. You know, you get to walk away scot-free. You don't have a divorce to go through. You don't have the messy child shit to go through. You just get to live out your best life. And honestly, I love that for you, queen. Go off, enjoy, be free and happy. And child-free. Enjoy your life knowing that you did not do anything to fuck it up like they have. The last comment says, not the a-hole. Is your aunt taking in your sister? If not, she's the a-hole for not practicing what she preaches. And you weren't the one who let a guy get between you and your sister. Your sister is. Yeah, sounds like your auntie over there is having a bitch fit at the wrong person. She needs to jump on your sister about it and leave you alone because you didn't do anything wrong. You're the one who got hurt in this entire thing. You're the one who is the most hurt because you lost your partner and you lost your sister. Why is everybody coming at you? Why is everybody attacking the victim here? Because we live in a society of victim blamers. So auntie needs to be locked up in the loony bin with sister and ex. Say bye. Throw away their key. Give them porridge for 3 meals a day. I don't even care. These people suck. I'm sorry, OP. You deserve so much better. This last one we're going to read also. Oh, yeah. That was an Am I the A-hole, wasn't it? No, baby girl. You're not the A-hole. Your family sucks. Moving along. Am I the a-hole for refusing to let my mom wear white to my wedding, even though she claims it's her last chance to feel beautiful? I just turned 23 and I'm getting married in October. My mom and I have always had what I would refer to as a rocky relationship, especially since I got engaged. She's been oddly competitive, commenting on my body, comparing our rings as if we're in a competition, saying things like, this day is just as much about me as it is about you. Ugh, so she's a narcissist? That's giving narc. I honestly thought she was joking until she showed me the dress that she bought. A white floor-length gown that looks exactly like a bridal dress. Probably because it is. I told her flat out that she cannot wear that because in my opinion, it does not match the occasion. She got quiet and then burst into tears saying it's hers. And this was an opportunity to feel beautiful before getting old. And that I'm selfish for not letting her have this one thing. Oh my God, baby, your mom's a narcissist. I'm so sorry to break it to you if you haven't already pieced these pieces together, but this is narcissist behavior. I felt really bad about this, so I also offered to go shopping with her to find something eloquent and more appropriate. All of a sudden, her continuance changed, and then she told me I was controlling and ungrateful. What gave me peace was that my fiance backed me up, as did my maid of honor. Now my mom is threatening to not come to the wedding, and my aunt says I should just let her have it to avoid the drama. Oh, probably because that's how it's been her entire life, right? Everybody just tiptoes on eggshells around this bitch and just lets her have her way. Narcissist! I don't think I'm wrong for drawing a line here, but now part of me wonders, am I the a-hole? Nope! You're not! You're not the a-hole. You're not the a-hole. Your mom's a narcissist, but you're not the a-hole. Your mom sucks. Wearing white to someone else's wedding is clearly not okay. We have talked about this on this channel a zillion times. Charlotte Dobray, love her. She's my dream guest. She talks about it all the fucking time. You're not, you don't wear white to somebody else's wedding unless you're specifically asked to. And even then it's questionable. Like you just don't do that. And she knows that. And she is trying to make it a competition by showing you her ring and saying, oh, mine's bigger. Mine's better. Shut the fuck up, Granny. Go eat some soup or something. I don't even know. Narcissists really rub me the wrong way because I have a very, long history with narcissistic abuse, which sucks. But I don't know. You're not the a-hole. Your mom's a piece of shit. Don't let her come to the wedding then. Like, if she's acting this way right now, oh my God, girl. I assume this is not the first time. This cannot be the first time she's acting like this. Narcissists don't hold it together very well, and they come unglued and unhinged like so quickly over so much, and then they turn around and say, well, you're the problem. Am I the problem? I don't feel like the problem. You're not the problem. Oh my God, wearing white to your own daughter's wedding and trying to upstage her. That level of jealousy is something that I have never, ever been able to vibe with. Why can't you just be happy for people? Oh, right, because she's a narcissist. Right. The top comment on this one says, now my mom is threatening to not come to the wedding. Your mother is extremely manipulative. Take her up on that offer, not the a-hole. And that comment has 26.8 thousand upvotes. So yeah, don't let her come to the wedding. Say, okay, play her game. Say, okay, well then you can't come. And then watch her grovel and say, oh, well, you're my daughter and I have to come to your wedding. Bitch, no, you don't. Family is chosen. Remember that. Someone else says, might as well not let her ruin your wedding before cutting her off. Let her know that if she wears a white dress, there's usually multiple women that will spill their red wine on her, and that you'll also have to get the photographer to Photoshop it in a dishwater gray. Might need security as well. I'm sorry your mom is this unhinged. She is unhinged. She is a level of unhinged and disturbed that only can be caused by narcissism. Your mom's a narcissist, baby. Don't let her come. And if you do, I mean, see, you're just going to spend so much more money like photoshopping. Somebody's going to spill red wine and then it's going to be your problem. She's going to create drama on the day. Like, protect your peace. Don't let her in those doors. Leave her on the outside. Don't let her come to your wedding. She clearly can't handle it. I guarantee this is just one of 85 million examples we can probably get of this woman being exactly like this, if I had to guess. The last comment says, no wonder you have a rocky relationship. She's a narcissist who has you so goddamn gaslit you don't even see the forest for the trees or the bridal for the gown. Don't let your aunt gaslight you either. Frankly, if they're pulling shit like this now, I say don't invite either of them to the wedding and be really clear as to why. Because no, mom, this day is not about you as much as you think it is. It's about your daughter, me, the one who's getting married. What the actual signed mom and grandma. These people are out of control. Family chaos, man. I think everybody's family has some chaos. If you want to drop some tea below, air out your dirty laundry in my comments. Let me know your family drama. Oh, what a world we live in, you guys. I just watched a video the other day that was like of this like subatronic like particle thingy or whatever. And it like misfired or something back in 2016, and it's like a whole theory that we're living in an alternate timeline, and I'm just kind of like, I mean, I don't disagree. Everything feels really crazy and fucked up. I hope you guys are taking care of yourself. Please tell me you're taking care of yourself, and if you're not, I want you to go today after you watch this video and I want you to do one small self-care thing, whether that is brushing your teeth, whether that's combing your hair, whether that's just sitting down for 5 minutes with no media on, whatever it is. Go do it, and then come back here and leave me a green heart in the comments below and let me know that you did that, because I love you and I care about you guys. And sometimes we all need a reminder. I sometimes need a reminder. I need reminders all day, every day, but I've also been to therapy. So I'm here to help you therapize and go take care of yourself. I love you. I hope you guys have a great week. Oh my God. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are getting married. I'm so excited right now. This is great. This is my royal wedding. Okay, I didn't give a fuck about the royal wedding, but this is my royal wedding. So, I love you. I'll see you later. See you next Sunday. Let me know. You guys, Are there any like topics that you guys want me to cover? I just did a video on Matt Rife and Elf Cosmetics, and it ended up on the wrong side of the algorithm where like I'm a DV survivor, right? And I wanted to post because I wanted to like make a video saying like, hey, this is from my perspective of why this is so fucked up. You're literally using our trauma and like mocking us. And it ended up on the wrong side of the algorithm with all these crusty, dusty ass little tiny dick men in my comments up here saying,
not even take the joke.
What's so funny? What's funny about him making fun of domestic violence? What's funny about domestic violence? Like, if you can genuinely tell me, I will listen to you. I will try to hear you out. Not one single person has been able to tell me why it's funny, and therefore I don't think it's funny. So if you're seeing this and you're still here, you're a fucking real one. I love you. Go watch that video. Go give it some engagement. Go give it some comments, some like good positive ones, because I am learning about the bad side of the algorithm right now. And it's like not bothering me because I genuinely don't care what people think about me, because someday I'm going to die and I'm not going to know. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. Judge all you want. I could not care less. Like, I genuinely could not. But for other survivors, I think reading those comments and like seeing those things, it can really affect people. None of this is funny. Like brands mocking our trauma and mocking survivors and making fun of racism and doing all this bullshit. None of it's funny. It's not. So go give that video some love. I'm going to post it right here. It'll show up in like 3 seconds. So I love you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you guys have a fabulous week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.